Welcome. Hello, hello.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, hi, who's talking?
This is Rishi.
Rushi, hi. I can't see you, but nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Hi. And Jerome, and then is it Margie? Did I say it right? You can unmute yourself. Yeah.
It's Maria.
Maria. Oh, okay. Okay. Hi, Maria. Your name is,
Hi.
yeah, okay.
Well, it's their it's Serbian name. That's how
Oh,
we spell Mary.
oh, okay. Very cool. Well, if you
Very
guys
nice.
put in the chat where are you tuning in from. I think it's first time meeting all of you. Jerome, I have not seen you on camera, but I know you've attended the workshop last week. So can you put in the chat where you guys are tuning in from? So we have people from US, Europe, and yeah. Serbia. Whoa, very cool. And how did you find my chat or my community? Just curious. I know there's different ways. Is it from YouTube? Is it from school?
YouTube. I watched similar content and it was in YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Finally, God sent me you.
Well, everything is synchronicity. I believe. Yes.
Yes.
YouTube. Okay. Cool. Very cool. Very cool. And then for you, is it Rush? Rush? Fish? If I say
I
that
go by
right.
Rishi.
Rouge. Okay. And for
Rishi.
you? Rushi. Rushi.
Actually
Okay.
found you on YouTube.
YouTube. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Okay. I mean, I know there'll be people hopping on later. But so make sure you have pen and paper or notepads because we're gonna be, writing out your goals. And let me know who actually have watched last week because this is a series, right? This is part week two. Last week we did the week one, which is on reflection. So did you guys get a chance to watch that? Yes, you did watch it. Okay, good.
I did
Good.
not get a chance to watch it. Sorry, Amy.
Okay, no worries, no problem. It's they're actually standalones, so they're not related, but we're gonna build upon it. And at the end of this session, I'm gonna show you guys where you can catch the replay. Okay, so you can go back and catch the replay. Yeah. And how about you for you, Maria?
I have watched, but I think it's my whole life I do reflection and insights, and I just want to move on to goals and forward.
Okay.
So, okay, it was nice. It was a nice reflection with good questions. But I was like just thinking about it. I wasn't putting too much effort in that because I think I did a lot of reflection. So I just
Okay.
want to see what am I going to do with my goals.
Okay, no problem. Okay, good, good. So, that's very good to hear, Maria, because a lot of people are so goal oriented, right?
Yeah.
And then they only have the goals, but then they forget to stop and reflect how far they've
Yes,
come.
I understand. I understand. It's a cultural tilt thing maybe. In my country, all we do is reflection, you know.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Good to know. But yeah, so if you have taken the time to watch it, if not, to catch the replay, but you guys are here for goal setting. So you guys are here for the right place. Hi, Rebecca. Good to see you. Yeah, it's been a while. Oh, I love your bedroom is purple. Like my background too. My Christmas is also purple.
Yes,
You should
nice color.
see what's happening. Like I've got a doll's house room place.
Oh, wow, how pretty. Well, glad to have you here. So we'll go ahead and get started. People are gonna hop on. So the only thing I ask if if we're not talking, make sure just mute yourself just in case there's no background noise. And then, you know, feel free to type in the chat or unmute yourself if, you know, if I ask for participation, okay? And then at the end of the session, I will open up to questions, okay? So you can maybe have your questions on the side. So I know some of you just found me on YouTube, so you may or may not know who I am or my story at all, right? Because you just found me on YouTube. So I think it would be better if I share a little bit about my story and what gives me the right to be sharing topics like manifestation and mindset. Is that okay with you guys? If you thumbs
Absolutely.
up, yeah, okay, okay. Thank you. Yeah, let's get to know each other. Yeah, okay. So let me just share, and the reason why I love YouTube, I love Zoom because I can share slides and images and I can do the board. When I do just on YouTube, I can't do that. So, okay, perfect. So people are gonna still coming in and I will start sharing. So I'll share my screen. Hey, Shannon, good to see you. Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Meet you too. So I'm just gonna do a quick kind of introduction of who I am and what gives me the right to be sharing these information. Okay. So I obviously now, I mean, if you watch my YouTube videos, I am currently living in Dubai. But prior to living in Dubai I was actually living in California. Okay. So and I grew up in West Coast and in California all my life. And before becoming a coach, I was actually in real estate. Okay. I know Jerome, you're in real estate, right? I remember. Yeah. Okay, beautiful. So, and I was earning good money, if you will. I was earning six figures in a year, so around 100K USD a year. But I was working really, really hard. Right. So, you know, I know Jerome can relate, like in real estate is working 7 days a week. Right. And at some point I was just thinking I cannot be doing this like all my life, just working harder. Okay. And that's when I started to get into personal development, actually because of a personal if you will, relationship breakup that I felt that got me feeling very broken, if you will. And like I was lost and I didn't know what I wanted and things like that. So that's when I started to search and I got into personal development. So let me just share some photos so you can. I muted myself. Okay. So that was me, miserable realtor, if you will. Even though I would say the money was good, but it was not fulfilling. And I knew that something was missing. And I knew deep down inside, like I was meant for something bigger, even though I didn't know what it was, but I knew like I cannot just be doing this for the rest of my life. So, and you know, I would like to ask you guys, like, I don't, whether you're doing what you love to do right now or not, do you believe that deep down inside you're meant for something bigger, not just necessarily what you're doing? Like, let me know in the chat. Can you relate to that? Yes? No? Yes, sure. Right? You may not know what it is at the moment, and that's okay. I didn't know, but I just had a feeling. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Maria and Shannon. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So, but and you I'm sure you've heard the saying that search and you shall find, right? So I was searching for answers, searching for light, I guess. And that's when I attracted my first mentor, which is Bob Proctor in 2019. And let me know in the chat, do you know, anybody knows who Bob Proctor, who he was? Some of you, yes. If you're into personal development, I think you would know who he was. Yes, no, he was awesome. Yes, Shannon, he was amazing. Yeah, okay, see, we're the same group of people. You use his affirmation. Beautiful, right? His affirmation is, I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in quantities on a continuous basis, right? Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm so happy and grateful that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis.
beautiful. That's the one. Yes. I think everybody, when I talk about Bob, they're like, yeah, that's the one. So okay, beautiful. So everybody loves Bob. Okay, good. Because some people is like not sure who Bob is. Okay. So when I met Bob in person, it was actually doing a personal development event. And I've heard his videos on YouTube before, but that was the first time meeting him in person. And I'll tell you, when I was during that 2 hours event, everything that Bob was saying just made so much sense. He was sharing topics like paradigms. You guys know paradigms? Yeah, paradigm shifting, right? And it's not about working harder, right? And then he was also sharing like, if you can show me what you want, I can show you how to get it, right? Things like that. And it really just like mind blowing for the 2 hours. And then at the time when I was, sitting in the audience and I'm like, man, like I want to do what Bob is doing, right? But mind you, at the time I was still a real estate agent in California. So that was just a thought that just crossed by. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I don't know, like how am I gonna do that? So I kind of forgot about it. And then the week after, a friend of mine, synchronicity, right? Never coincidence, a friend of mine, she reached out to me and she's like, oh, did you know that Bob is looking for consultants? He's hiring consultants. And I said, what is that? What do you mean consultants? And so I went to his website, which is Proctor Gallagher's website, and I put my information in, and then one of his coaches called me. And when he called me, he asked me, okay, so what is your goal? And at the time, I thought I was gonna say, oh, I want to become the top real estate agent in California and LA, right? But what came out from my mouth, which I don't know where it came from. So I said, I want to work with Bob. Right. And then after I said it, I'm like, what? Like, that's crazy. Like, where did that come from? So then the coach that I was talking to, his name is David. He's like, okay, so what do you want? You want to become top realtor? I'll coach you, I'll help you. You want to become the top consultant with Bob? I'll help you too. So at the time, I didn't know how to make a decision. I had no idea. And I said, I don't know, and I have to think about it. So it took me 1 month to really considering, because I was battling with my inner chatter, right? Like, how are you gonna do that? You're not a coach, you're a real estate agent. All right. So you guys know the little voice that I'm talking about? Yes? Okay. We all have that little voice, right? But finally I just decided, because at the time Bob was 82. This was 2019, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I mean, if I don't make a decision today, I don't know how long Bob was going to be around. Right? So then I decided. So I invested in myself. I became a consultant of Bob, and the rest was history. And since then, I've manifested many things into my life, all thanks to Bob. I would say that, right? So a lot of the teachings that I'm sharing, I learned from Bob, right? Bob was the one who shared all this information with me. And just to show you what I have manifested in the last 5 years, okay? So 2019 till 2024, it's been 5 years. So I've written 2 best-selling books, okay, since then, and I was not a writer, just so you know. And I was also able to become a top consultant with Bob. So I had dinner with Bob Proctor before he passed away. And that was the last time I saw him. Because after that, he passed away in 2022. And I was able to manifest flying private jets, okay, for free. Okay? If you like that, because that was actually part of my vision board, right? And manifesting becoming a speaker, okay, that was also one of my manifestations. Manifesting living in Dubai. Now I live in Dubai, and I can say that it was all because of Bob. honestly, okay, because of what the things that he shared with me. And so on and on and on, okay? But that's what I wanted to kind of just share with you guys so that you kind of know my story. And so I was a very normal, average person, if you will, right? But now I have manifested a lot of things, all because of the materials that Bob taught me, right? And now this is what I do now, right? Now I want to kind of give back and share what he taught me. So that's why. And I know that's the reason why you guys are here. You watch my YouTube videos, and I share different manifestation techniques. Yeah. So with that being said, if you guys can give me a 1 in the chat, let me know that you guys are ready to get into today's session. Awesome. Ready. Awesome. Okay, cool. Beautiful. Okay. So today we're going to talk about goal setting. Okay. And I think right now is the perfect time to set it up, rather than waiting till 2025, right? So first thing I want to share is that this is, again, part of the 4-week series. Okay, so week 1 is self-reflection. This week, we're going to talk about goal setting. Next week, we're going to talk about identity shifting, okay, which is what Neville, who here also listens to Neville? Neville Goddard? Yeah, everybody? You see, amazing. Okay, we're like-minded people. Okay, awesome. It's so good to be surrounded by like-minded people, so I can just get into it, right? I don't have to explain too much about Neville and things like that. Okay, awesome. So Neville talks about the self-concept. Yes. Okay, so that's what we're gonna get into next week. And then the 4th week, so we're gonna talk about inspire actions. Yes. Okay, now we're really gonna take actions. Okay. So let me ask you a question. Who here would like to have a quantum leap in 2025? If you do, put quantum leap. Jerome was like ready. He thought that the prompt was 1, so he's like, whoa. Awesome, awesome. I love it. So can anyone tell me, what's your understanding of what a quantum leap is? Right? Because people can talk about quantum leap, but what does quantum leap mean to you? Feel free, if you want to unmute yourself. Yeah, because we have a smaller, intimate group. So, if you want, you can unmute yourself or put it in the chat.
Like meeting those fantasy goals.
Aha, Shannon, I love it. Okay, so fantasy goals. What is considered fantasy goals, Shannon?
Just a goal that you almost can't see yourself meeting, that seems almost out of reach.
Beautiful. I love it. You are definitely a student of Bob Proctor. I love it. Get to the point. Yes. Okay, Maria says big change. Aha. If chaos follow leaps. Yes, yes, yes. I did say that. And it's important that I mention that because people, when they hear quantum leap, they're like, oh, that's a sexy word, right? Like, I want quantum leap. But then I always have to warn my students is that before order can come, it has to be chaos. Yeah. Chaos before order. Okay, so as we reach to a different level, your old world has to crumble down, which later on I'll do an illustration to kind of showcase that. Okay. So Shannon says fantasy goals. Maria says big change. Maria is ready. I love it. Her life has been, I mean, you've been doing a lot of reflection, like you're saying. So you're ready. Okay.
And for
What else?
me, and
Yeah,
for me,
Rebecca.
yeah, a quantum leap is really moving out of chaos and then focusing on my intuition, which is guiding me into the smaller, simple steps to get to that goal. So it's like it's like my goal is something way beyond my reach currently. And so by recognizing that I am in the chaos, and to recognize that I can feel, see the order, and I'm being guided by the synchronistic steps, if that makes sense.
Yes, 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 yes. I love it. I love how we're all like-minded people, so I think people could definitely relate and resonate, right? So it's definitely something you want to go after. You may not see how you're gonna get there, okay? And that's what we're gonna get into today. You may not see how you're gonna get there. And Jerome says, living as if you're what you really want, which is financial freedom. Okay, beautiful. All right. So what a quantum leap is, again, just to summarize what everybody is saying, limitless. Oh, yes. We are limitless, actually. Yeah, we are limitless. Okay. So a quantum leap it's really that's not logical. A quantum leap is something exponential, right? I always like to do this because it's like out of the screen. Okay, exponential. Yeah. Okay. So big change, yes, absolutely. Okay. And then everybody wants a quantum leap. Okay. And how do you achieve a quantum leap? The basis of that is having a goal, not just any goal, right? That's why last week I talked about how we don't work with SMART goals, right? You guys know what a SMART goal is? Yeah, okay. So we're not gonna do that, okay? Because SMART goal, part of that is ACE-M, which one is realistic R, right? The realistic one. So we don't work with realistic goals. Yes, 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 yes. Having a goal that puts you outside of your comfort zone. Awesome. So again, if you are students of Bob, then this will be something familiar, okay? Because he always talks about this. And have you guys heard about the C-type goal? Anybody? Hearing Bob talk about the C-type goal? Let me know. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Okay, so we're speaking the same language. Okay, if you don't know what a C-type goal is, it's okay. I'm gonna draw it here so you can understand it. Okay, so make sure you this is first time you're seeing this, so also make sure you take notes. Okay, so there are 3 types of goal setting, just so you know. Okay, so three types. Okay, can you see? Ooh. Can you guys see? I know. Can you guys see this? Give me a thumbs up. It's okay? Yes? Okay, perfect. Okay. So I'm gonna go down here. So it's called the ABC of goal setting. Okay, ABC. Does anyone know what an A-type goal is? Just curious. See if anyone knows. No? Okay. Okay, no worries. Okay. So please write this down. A-type goal is a goal that you already know. You know how to do. You know how to achieve an A-type goal. Okay, and I'll give you an example. Let's say that this year, 2024, you had a great year. Okay, let's say that you made 6 figures this year. Okay, let's just say that. And then next year, you're setting 2025 goal, right? And then you're setting 100K again. Okay, that would be an A-type goal. And the reason is because you've done it, right? Because you did it this year. You know how to do it. There is no growth in that because you know how to do it already. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Okay, so that's not the goal that we're working with. Okay, so I'm gonna put a X. Okay, that's not a quantum leap. Okay, now we're moving towards B-type goal. What is a B-type goal? A B-type goal is you think, okay, please write that down. You think you can achieve it. So in this example of $100,000, okay, you made 100K this year, 2024, and for 2025, you're thinking, okay, if I just work a little harder, if I close a little, like 5 more clients, 5 more deals, then maybe I can hit like 150 or 200. Yes? That would be a B-type goal. Because you think in your mind, you're like, okay, if you can see how you can make that happen. And it's only an incremental from your A-type. Make sense? Yes? Okay, thank you. Okay. So again, there is no inspiration, so we're not gonna work on that. Okay, that's not a quantum leap. Now we're moving towards C-type goal. A C-type goal is like what Shannon said earlier. A C-type goal is a fantasy goal. A fantasy goal. Okay. And what is a fantasy goal? A fantasy goal is something that you really, really want, but you have absolutely no idea how to achieve it. No clue. You cannot even fathom how you're going to get there. Okay. So in this example, it could be like, hey, Amy, I've always wanted to be a millionaire. I've always wanted to hit $100 million. Right? That would be a C-type goal. Because you've never done it. You don't know how you're going to do it. Right? But it's something you want. Yes? Make sense? Yeah? Okay. So we would consider C-type goal as for your quantum leap. Does that make sense for everyone? Yes? Okay, thank you. Okay, beautiful. Okay. So we're going to get into what your C-type goal would look like for you in a little bit. Okay, so think about that in the back of your mind, but we'll come back to that. Okay, perfect. So now that's the C-type goal. And one thing I want to share, okay, because this is very, very important to know, is that the purpose of setting goals. I'm going to ask you guys, what do you think the purpose of setting goals are? Feel free to type in the chat or unmute yourself. What is the purpose of setting goals?
For me, it's to move forward in a certain in a way that I'm dreaming of. It's a goal that I want to get to. Yeah. So as Shannon's just said, a North Star. Perfect.
A North Star, okay, direction, clarity, okay. So it's all, everybody is correct, okay? Or even if you say it's it's the result that you want in life. It's all correct, okay? Ah, okay. Maria, she put in the chat, growth, clarity, action, purpose. I love it, okay? I'll share with you. And this is, again, like a lot of ahas, like when Bob shared this with me, it just like opened my mind to a lot of things I wasn't aware of, okay? And I want you to burn this in your mind, because as you continue on your journey, you'll always be brought back to this, why are you going after this goal, okay? It's not just to get the result, because what happens after you get the result? Let's just say that, okay, your goal is $1 million. What happens after you get 1 million? Let me ask you. What happens after you achieve your goal? What happens? You
People
want 2
can become,
million.
people can spend it, lose it, or become stagnant, or some people will choose to move forward and gain more, or keep the money, or keep the abundance with them.
Yeah, yeah, right. So what you're saying is that also what Shannon said in the chat is that we want more, right?
Yes,
We want more.
yes.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And the reason behind that is because the truth of who we are souls that want to expand, right? So think about it. When you have a house, you want a bigger house, right? When you have a car, you want a nicer car. You want more cars. Like in Dubai, people have multiple cars, right? Like 3, 4 cars. Do they need it? No, but they just want it, right? So that's just who we are as soul. We want to expand, or always want expansion, okay? However, the purpose of setting a goal is to grow. Please write that down, because that's very, very important. Otherwise, sometimes you lose sight of why you're doing this. Because if you're just going after for the material things, then when is enough? Is 2 cars enough? 4 cars enough? 10 cars enough? Right? So it's not about the material things that we're after. It's not even the money that we're after. Okay? It's not even the freedom that we're after. I know most people want financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom. Yeah. And then what? When you have all that, what's next? Right? So the true purpose is to grow, expand, to become the best version of yourself. And then what? Live your soul purpose. Does that resonate with you guys? Live your soul purpose. What your soul is supposed to do in this lifetime. Yes? Does that resonate? Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. And again, you may not know what your soul purpose is at this moment. If you know, great. If you don't know, no, don't worry about it. You will have more clarity as you go on your journey. Okay. All right. And one thing, I want you to write this down and burn it into your mind. Okay. Again, a lot of things I'm sharing with you, you might think you understand it, but may not, it will evolve as you continue to grow. Okay. And this one is, please write this down. Maybe I'll write it down too. So you guys, this one is a very important key. Okay. Okay. That's you. Your goal will attract the help. Please write that down. Your goal will attract the help. Your goal will attract the help. What does that mean? So when you set a C-type goal, which is a fantasy goal, you don't know how you're going to get there. It's set up that way. Okay. However, your goal, if you continue to keep your goal in the back of your mind, you will start to attract the how to you, the resources you need, maybe in an energy of a person, right? Like a coach or a mentor, or you will attract like a book or a video on YouTube, right? That's because you're on the same frequency. That makes sense. This is so important to understand, because what happens that stops a lot of people on the way to achieving goals is their inner chatter, right? Which we say that it's a paradigm, right? Because everybody knows what a paradigm is gonna come up and say how you're gonna do that. Anybody? Has it ever come up when you wanted to maybe start your business or get clients, right? How you're gonna do that all the time. right? All the time. And I know that because that's a lot of it stops a lot of my clients, and also I was that too, right? Because I'm like, how am I going to do that? When I was a real estate agent wanting to become a coach, right? My mind was like, a coach? Who's going to pay you? You're not a coach, you're just a real estate agent. Your goal will attract the help. Okay, so just remember that. Anytime when that limiting beliefs comes up, it's going to ask you, how are you going to do that? You'll just tell your paradigm that, hey, my goal will attract the help. That's it. So I don't have to worry about that. Is that good? Okay, because this is, I tell you, this is key, because otherwise you'll get stopped by your paradigm.
Excuse me,
Okay.
Amy, can I ask you just now, or maybe I should wait till the end, but do you think that if we know how, we don't have enough big goal? We should know how.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Yes,
should
yes,
be that.
because
Yeah.
good question,
We really
Maria,
shouldn't
because
know
remember
how. We
the
should learn. Yeah.
yeah, remember the ABC? Because if you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
how already, that would be a
Maybe.
A-type goal, a C-type
Yeah.
goal. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I
Yeah,
just crossed my mind. Okay.
absolutely.
We should
Yep. Do
be
not
ready to
focus
go into
on
unknown.
yes, yes, yes. Talking about unknown, I mean, just curious, who here is also a fan of Dr. Joe Dispenza? Anybody? Okay. Okay, I love it. I this is so cool, right? So I can use those terms. Love it. Beautiful. Okay. This is like-minded people. That's what I love. Okay, good. Right. So if you, I mean, you know, Dr. Joe, he always talk about what you create in the unknown, right? Yeah. Because if you already know, then it's not a surprise. You've been there. Same thing. Yeah. Healing. Yeah. I mean, he's known for healing, but he also helped people to understand the quantum field, right? Which is quantum leap. Yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Your personality becomes your reality, actually, Rush. The other way, but yes, yes, you got it. You got it. You remember a lot of people's quotes, huh? You're very good.
I do.
You do. Awesome. Okay, now what I want to show you, like this again, will help you to understand how everything works. Okay, so I'm gonna quiz you guys. So Nikola Tesla, right? He had a quote, not the Tesla car, right now with Elon Musk, but Nikola Tesla back in the day. So he had a quote that said, "If you want to understand the secret of the universe, think in terms of three things." Anybody knows?
I know
Nikola Tesla.
frequency,
Hmm.
vibration.
Yes, yes. What's the next one?
I'll let someone else say that.
Energy.
Energy.
And yes, yes, yes. Very cool. Everybody knows. Okay, so frequency, energy, and vibration, right? Okay. So what does this mean, and what does that have to do with your goals?
A lot and everything, I guess.
How? Yes, yes, for sure, right? But how? Knowing this, how does that help you to get your goals?
Resonance.
Yes,
Resonance.
beautiful. Resonance. Love it. Okay,
I believe
I'm go ahead.
it's the energy that you keep constant leads you in the path like to your goal. So being consistent and being constant with that energy, with the flow of energy throughout your day is the
Mm-hmm.
key to success.
Yes, yes, for sure. So what you're saying is that what you're emanating out, yes, what you're sending out is what you receive back. And that's the basis of law of vibration or law of attraction. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So
And
conceptually,
also I
yeah.
want to add to that just the energy of gratitude. So just knowing
Mm,
already what you have within you is very helpful towards setting higher goals, because what you have done already resonates a lot more with you, and you know that already in your being. And because you know that so well, and you can have that feeling and visualization, you can actually expand on that.
Yes, yes. You guys are very savvy, love into personal development and manifestation. I love it.
We
Yes.
know the
So
theory, but practice is not so good.
yeah, that's right. That's right. I thank you for sharing that, Maria, because like that was me too, right? When I first got into personal development. Yeah, I conceptually I understood the concepts, but my life never changed. Right? So there's something, I don't want to say something is missing, but something needs to you need to work on shifting that part, right? And that's when again my life shifted when I started working with Bob Proctor. Okay. So what I want to show you now is a graphic representation of this, the statement, okay? And which brought a lot of clarity to me. That's why I want to draw this for you guys as well, okay? Okay, and again, if you're Bob's fan, you probably seen this, okay? But this really helps. Can you guys see? It's just lines, right? Lines. Yeah, you can see lines. Okay, hopefully you can see. What did the lines represent? Anyone?
Frequencies, probably.
M1, M2, M3, isn't it?
Oh, good guess, Rebecca. That's when the money, the different types of money. But this, yes, I was trying to get to what Maria was saying, frequency, because relating to this. Yeah, but yeah, but good guess. Yeah, so this is representation of frequency. Yeah, okay. So think about this. Okay, let's just say that this would be where this is an A-type goal. Yeah, let's just say that that's an A-type frequency. Okay, and then let's say here is B-type goal, and then here is C-type goal. Let's just say that. Okay, easy to understand. You can also say A is 100K, B is 250, C is 1 million, right? Just relating to financially, just for some people, it's easier to grasp. Okay, so the reason why it's on a different frequency, right? So, okay, let me just say 100K is vibrating at this frequency. And when you're vibrating on this frequency, what are you attracting? On this frequency, 100K, when you're vibrating on 100K, what are you attracting on 100K?
Things that are on that frequency.
Exactly, right? That's exactly. When you're on this frequency, you attract everything. You attract conversations on this frequency with other people. You attract opportunity on this frequency, right? You attract resources on this frequency, right? Because you're on this frequency, okay? So question for you then, if your goal is to get to not even B, right? Because we're not gonna B-type goal, it's not inspiring. We are going after C-type goal here. My question for you guys is, how do you get from A frequency to C-type frequency? Because this is 1 million, right? Let's just say that that's your C-type goal. Whatever your C-type goal is, but just for illustration, let's say 1 million.
For me, it's like, what is it that really inspires me and to create beyond what I have even can even think about? It's like everything in my in my reality right now, is that A and B type goal. But something in my C type goal is like, wow, it's like me thinking, I'd like to walk on water. Is that possible? It's like, that is like beyond my belief system. It's that type of
Exactly.
thing. Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, Rebecca. What you're saying is that if you are here now on 8 type frequency, you are not able to see resources on C type or B type even, right? Is that making sense? I want to make it kind of slow it down a bit. Do you guys all agree? If you are here, there's no way you're going to see resources, opportunities on this level. No way. Right?
True.
Yes?
Like we wouldn't dare even to talk to people who are on the different frequency, even to search for information which is different than from our beliefs. It is true.
Beautiful. Thank you, Maria. Right? So then, how do you attract $1 million then? Right? And this is why most people are stuck. Right? Then that was me. Like I said, I was earning 100K a year and I was stuck for many years and 4 years in real estate. And when I met Bob has a saying that says, turn your annual income into your monthly income, right? If you guys heard about that. And when I first heard that, I was like, oh, that means I gotta make 100K in a month. And that just blew my mind because I'm like, how am I gonna do that? It took me 1 year to earn that. And then now you're saying 1 month? To me, it was just beyond my thinking, right? But after 18 months of working with him, yes, I was able to hit that, turn my annual income into my monthly, right? But how? There's a process you follow. Yeah, you have to shift. Yes, you have to get under the feeling of the million. Absolutely. So how do you shift? Again, what do you have to do? You have to become a different person. No? And that's the identity shift. That's why you have to grow. You have to grow into the version of you who is on this frequency, right? That we talked about grow. You have to grow into that version who's on this frequency. And because you guys also maybe follow Dr. Joe and maybe listen to his teaching, okay? What Dr. Joe shared is quantum field, right? And in the quantum field, there are what? How many possibilities?
Infinite possibilities.
Hmm?
Infinite possibilities.
Thank
Right.
you. Exactly. Infinite possibilities. What does that mean? That means there is a potential right now in this moment in time, that version of you who is already on the C-type frequency. Yes. Oh, I love it, Rush. Jim, you attract what you become. That's right. That's why we got to go into week 3 next week, right? But that's next week. Okay. So it's already exists in the quantum field already, right? There's a version of you here. 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 Again, the question is, how do you get yourself up to here and stay here, right? Because I think Rush said this, it's a vibration you keep on sending out and you stay there. You
Right.
stay there. So how do you stay there? How do you get yourself up and stay there?
By continuously growing and continuously motivating.
Uh, yeah, but it's there's gonna be a process,
Right, right,
right?
right.
Get there. Okay? And that's exactly what we're doing here. The process number 1 is goal setting. That's what we're doing here, right? And then next week we're gonna talk about start shifting your self-image. Okay, but please write this down. The first step, okay, first step that's gonna help you to get from here to here is this word. It's one of my favorite words by Bob Proctor, and I actually did a video, YouTube video, just on this topic because the importance of it. Okay, maybe when I write it, you guys will know. I'm sorry, it's all over the place, but I want to write it here. Okay, please write this down. This is
Oh,
game changer. You guys see it? Can you see it?
yeah. Decision.
Decision. Thank
Yes, we
you.
can.
Beautiful. Decision, guys. Decision. Maybe everyone is in the school community. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Maybe I'll post a video of Bob's video on decision making. That one has like 4 million views. I want you to watch it. Again, you might not grasp the whole idea, but this concept of decision is actually very deep. And don't think you know it because it's not what you think. Okay, so just have a open mind to watch the video. Yeah, okay. I love, like, if you truly understand the power of decision, I'll demonstrate it for you right now. What happens when you make a decision? Watch, okay? This is literally what happens. When you make a decision to say that, okay, I'm here now, but this is where I'm going. When you make that decision, a decision is not just like, oh, it would be nice if I can be a millionaire, right? Or, oh, I want to, right? Because everybody wants to become a millionaire, everybody, right? But not everybody is. Why? Because they have never really made a decision. They just think, yes, it's nice. I would love that. Yes, but it's not a committed decision. Okay? When you make a committed decision, this is what happens. You start to flip yourself from this frequency, go up, and now you're here. That's what happens when you make a decision, guys. But you don't stay there, right? Because you fluctuate. Sometimes you come down, come down, come down. But at least it gets you here. Do you see that? This is like gold. I'll tell you, gold. Yeah. Can I share a story just to demonstrate this in real life so you understand rather than just conceptually? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I hope it's yes. Okay, good. So I'll give you an example of my client because I don't want to always say me, right? Because you're like, oh yeah, it's always you. Okay. So because I was a real estate agent in California, so I have a lot of clients that I work with me that are also real estate agents, right? So I have a client, his name is Richard. Okay. So he was earning, he was a colleague of mine, actually. We were realtors together. Okay. So we were in the same company, in the same real estate company. So he was also earning 100K, like me. Okay, because we're both in the company. Hi, Edwina. Good to see you. Yes, the recording will be inside school classroom, which I'll show you guys later on so you can catch the replay. Okay. So he was earning 100K. And then when I started working with him, coaching him, I asked him, I say, hey, so how much money would you like to earn? And initially, right? Initially, again, he just started learning all this. Initially, he said a B-type goal. He said, okay, I'm earning 100K now. I would like to earn 250. That sounds, it's a stretch, right? But then I said, okay, I was sharing with him about the C-type goal, about fantasy goal. I said, so what would you really like? What would you really want? And he's like, well, I would like to earn $1 million. Right? I said, okay, perfect, C-type goal. Okay. So the first thing he had to do was make a decision. Make a decision. He didn't know how, right? Because he was just like me, earning 100K for so many years. He didn't know how, but he made a decision. He said, okay, I'm gonna earn $1 million. And then 2 months in, okay, after I started working with him, he's like, one day he called me and texted me. He's like, hey, Amy, I attracted 300K this month. 300K in 1 month. Okay. And I said, okay, how did you do that? Did you close a big deal in California? Right? He's like, no, I did. It wasn't a real estate deal. I sold a painting. And I said, painting? What do you mean? Like, cause he's an entrepreneur. He's also a realtor. He said, my uncle was selling a painting and he just asked me if I knew anybody who wants to buy a very luxury painting. And he asked around and one of his friends wanted to buy the painting and his commission was 300K. And I was like, wow. I was like, so how much work did you do, Richard? He's like, I went to the bank. I gave the teller the wire instruction. That's all I did. 300K. 2 months. Imagine that. Okay, so this demonstrates two things. Remember I said earlier, your goal will attract the how. Your goal will attract the how. Imagine if we set a goal at B type, 250. Imagine that. It was because we set the goal at 1 million, he made the decision to be on this level. And remember I said, when you are starting to vibrate on this level, what are you going to attract? Resources, opportunities, investment deals on the same frequency. And it does not have to come from your job or whatever your product or business that you're selling. Does that make sense?
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes, yes. I want to share that with you just to show you, like, because we're so conditioned to think that, oh, the money has to come from my job, has to come from my my business. It does not. Right? And this is how, okay, if some of you have again watched my YouTube videos, this is how I was able to attract investment deals to invest in Hollywood movies with Al Pacino as an executive producer. This is how, the same idea, because my goal was multi-million, not even 1 million, because that already done that, right? Now it's multi-million. I didn't know how, but I'm open. I knew that if I could just get on the frequency, I knew I was going to attract the how. But here's the thing, okay? Make sure you guys really hear this. You will attract different opportunities to you. But because of your paradigm, you might be fearful. And you might be thinking, oh my God, I've never invested in this, or I don't know how to do this. And maybe sometimes you reject this opportunity. Think about it in your past. I'm sure it has happened before. Yes, we're limited in the thinking by experience, but universe is limited. Yes, Shannon, that's right. But we're actually limited by the paradigm, right? So same thing happened with me. When I first attracted this opportunity for investment, it was going to cost, well, the first one was 50,000 to invest in a smaller movie, not with Al Pacino. This one is just an independent movie, 50,000. I was like, okay, but I'm like, I'm not a producer. I invest in real estate, but movie producer, right? But I knew that I attracted the opportunity. I knew that. And then that movie, so movies are different investment vehicles. They are quite risky. Okay. So that, but at the same time, the return is obviously can be 10x, 100x, right? But I asked myself, so if this investment pays off, would I get to my goal of multi-million? And the answer is yes. Okay, then yes, I'm in. Yeah.
One question, Amy. So you attracted resources and opportunities linked to movies, investing in movies? Is that what
Yes.
happened? Wow.
Yes. I actually attracted a mentor of mine, which I mean, if you hang out with me long enough, or if being on call long enough, I will mention her name a lot. Okay. So her name is Didi Wong. And today, actually, I literally on Instagram, I texted her today because I went to a event today. If you can see, I'll read it for you. This is from Richard Branson, okay? And he said that if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, just say yes and then learn how to do it later. So this is what happened with me when I first met Didi. So she was actually, I attracted her. She was my speaking coach. So when I wanted to learn how to speak, I manifested her. And then later on, she was able to get me into like the Amazon TV show to speak, right? And then later on, she introduced me to a lot of different investments and also the movie, right? So, but every time when she asked me for an opportunity, my first thing is always, how? Right? But then I remember that, hey, just say yes and figure out later. And every time when I do that, that's how my life quantum leap. But I'll tell you, it is scary. It is very scary. Every time when I say yes, it is scary. You see? But because I've been studying, right? I've been learning about paradigms and I know that, okay, this is normal, it's gonna happen. But I also knew that I attracted this. So yes, I'll figure it out later. And again, remember this, if you don't have the money, don't worry. Once you make a decision, you'll attract the money. Please just write that down. Yes is a magic word. Oh, yes. Just like the yes man, right? Yeah. When you say yes, it opens up opportunity, When you say no, you're telling no to the universe, right? Think about that. Yeah. Okay. Now, switch gear because now I really want everyone to walk away with your C-type goal, okay? This is gold. I know, Rosh. I'm telling you, so much gold nuggets here, okay? Okay, so now I want to switch gear and I want to give you 3 criterias to help you to come up with your C-type goal, okay? To make sure it's a right C-type goal, okay? So so 3 criterias. Let's write this down and then let's come up with your everyone's C-type goal, okay? To make sure that it meets the criteria, okay? So 3 criteria. Okay, number 1, please write it down. I'm just gonna shorten it, okay? Because otherwise it's too much. Does it stretch my thinking? If you can read my handwriting, okay? Does it stretch your thinking? Right? And I think it was Rebecca who said, yes, it stretched my thinking, right? So does it stretch my thinking? I just wrote thinking, but please write the whole thing down. Does it stretch my current thinking? Yeah. Or does it challenge my belief system? I'm just gonna put BS, okay? For belief system. Same thing, thinking, belief system, same.
3 criteria to think like for the C-type goal or to
Come up
attain
with
C-type.
to come
Okay.
up with this, to make sure your C-type goal is actually the right C-type goal. Yeah. Yeah. So does it challenge your current thinking? Okay. Yeah. Number 2, does it make you feel uncomfortable? Uncomfortable. You can't read my handwriting. Uncomfortable. Does it make you uncomfortable? So the first one should be yes. It's gonna make you challenge your thinking. Yes. It's gonna make you feel uncomfortable. Yes. Okay. Number 3. Okay. It's gonna challenge your self-identity. It's gonna challenge your self-identity. So the answer, the correct way should be yes, it challenges my thinking. Yes, it makes me uncomfortable. Yes, it challenges my self-identity. I don't know how. I've never been. Okay. So we got those down? Yes. Okay. Now, I would like everyone to think, okay? So obviously we don't have time to think about like all your goals for 2025. So is it okay if we just focus on the financial part? Financial, you okay with that? We don't have time to go into health or relationships, just financial, okay? Easy, okay, good. Okay, I know everybody want to manifest well, so let's just make that, okay. So I would like you to think as Neville, right? We're Neville's fan here. Thinking from the end. Thinking from the end. Let's say that today is December 31st, 2025. We're gonna do some reverse thinking. Okay, thinking from the end. Okay. What would consider 2025 the best year for you? If you have manifested a certain amount of financial goal, what would that number be? And remember, it's got to be a fantasy goal. You don't need to know how. It's not, don't even consider that. Just ask yourself, what would I love? What would I love? Like, what would make 2025 just the best year ever? Okay, and do not base off of your past experiences. Do not look like, oh, okay, last year, a couple years ago, I made this much and no, just don't base off your past experiences. Just think about what Shannon said, infinite possibility. Okay. And if you want to share, you can type in the chat. If you don't want to share, you don't need to share. Okay. But when you're done, put in 2 in the chat, so at least I know you're done. Okay, good, 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 good. Good, perfect. Okay, okay, almost everybody's done. Okay, good. So now you want to look at the number that you wrote down. Okay, is it a yes for the first one? Does it challenge your thinking? Maria says yes. Rich says yes. Okay, good. Okay, good, good, good. It's like how, right? Like the mind will say how, but don't worry about the how, but at least it will come up, right? Okay, good. Okay, good. Number 2, does it make you feel uncomfortable? Oh, yes. Okay, good. I want to put uncomfortable but excited at the same time. How about that? Oh, very, Shannon. Okay, good, good, good. And excited, okay? Because uncomfortable is kind of like nervous and excited. It's same similar. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, good, good, good. Excited. All right, yes. All right. Then we're on the right track. Last one. Does it challenge your self-identity? Meaning that you will probably have to make some changes to your self-identity, whether it's in your belief system, whether it's your relationship with money, or whether it's, we got to do some clearing into beliefs, right? You guys know what I'm saying. You're looking forward to it, Rish. Okay. Definitely. Okay, good. Good. Yes, everybody, yes. Okay. Good. So I think everybody has got it. Okay. Now everybody has a C-type goal. Okay. Lastly, we're over time. I tend to go over 1 hour, okay, but I promise we'll finish soon. You guys are okay? Yeah, maybe another 5 minutes. It's okay. You don't mind? Okay, okay, okay. Because I want to be mindful of your time. So okay. So just to finish this off, okay, I would like to help everyone to craft a statement. Okay, no problem, Edwina. Yeah. So I will help everyone to craft a goal statement. Okay, this is the goal that you're gonna be on top of mind. Yes. So if anyone have a goal, so Bob, let me put out my gold card. Have you seen my gold card? It's not gold, even though we're in Dubai. I know people always say gold. No, no, no. It's gold. GOAL. Okay. Gold. Oh, Rebecca. Yes, you got that from me. Good, good, good. If you don't have a goal card, it's okay. Just get an index card, right? It doesn't have to be something fancy. Just say my goal with the date. Simple. Okay? But this is a template, the format that I would like to give you. Very simple. You guys that are Bob's fans, so you guys know how we start is I am so happy and grateful, right? Everybody knows I'm so happy and grateful. Please write that down. I'm so happy and grateful. Now that I'll help you write it in the chat, maybe. I am so happy and grateful. Now that, okay, so you can change other words. Maybe you feel relief, maybe you feel joy, maybe you feel at ease, peace. It's okay. Good, good. Living there. You're already there, huh? Okay. So you can interchange the word happy and grateful if you like, but happy and grateful is just very generic, right? Most people will be happy and grateful. Okay. Now that I am earning. Okay. Okay. Whatever you put, I'm just gonna put this. Okay. For example, I am earning whatever amount you wrote down. It could be in terms of a month or a year. Up to you. Some people measure a month, some people measure a year or quarterly. Totally doesn't matter. Okay. As long as you measure it somehow. I'm earning 100K a month, right? That was my goal. Yeah. And I like to add the word effortless because I don't believe in working hard. So effortlessly, where you can add while you're having fun, while you're living the dream. I don't know. Yeah, whatever, add something, whatever resonates with you. Okay. And then last one is by a date. I'm gonna put down by a certain date. Okay. So I mentioned this before. Goals should usually be less than 2 years out. Okay. Anything beyond 2 years, we call that a vision. Meaning your goal, the date could be January 2026. Yeah, that's still less than 2 years. Yeah, from today. You see that? Anything less than 2 years.
Is there a minimum or like is there
No,
so
no minimum.
you could put in a couple of months or
Yeah, just make sure you put a date.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Like I said, if some people measure it quarterly, that's fine. Yeah.
Is it helpful, Amy? So I just had this weird question, but is it helpful to write the whole number down, like the amount, like if you're using 100,000, then put the actual 100,000, or is it even fine to put 100K like the way you have put it in the chat?
Yeah. So there's no right or wrong answer, Ruth.
Okay.
It's actually whatever excites you.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's your goal. Yeah. So there's no right or wrong. A lot of people like get caught up on the technicality. Like, no, it's just whatever excites you, right? Some people love the word million, right? Some people like the word 100K. So yeah, no right or wrong. As long as it excites you. Okay. And let me know in the chat once you have your statement down, just at least you have it down. So give me a 3 so I know you are done. Very cool, Shannon, Maria, Jerome. Okay. Good. Rebecca, yay. Okay, everybody is done. So again, if you don't have a gold card, just get an index card. Okay. But the reason why there's a gold card, because anyone here read Think and Grow Rich? Probably all of you, right? I mean, you guys are, we're all the same frequency, yes? Okay, yeah, see, okay. I'm just gonna assume that. Okay, perfect. So do you see that? I'm getting a lot of information from, because everybody is saying the same thing actually. So Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill mentioned that what? When you write down what you want to not manifest at the time, when you want to achieve, he said that you should be reading this card at least what, twice a day, right? Once in the morning when you're awake, and then once at night before you go to sleep, right? You gotta also, that's why having a card is easier, right? Because I have, I mean, I have a lot of cards. I have it, I have one in my journal when I journal in the morning, so I look at it, and then I have one next to my bed. So anyway, whatever works for you. Yeah, you can add it to your home screen. Yeah. So the thing is just that make sure you look at it, right? Because sometimes, you know, when you have it in your background, like you don't, it's just not like top of mind. So yeah, whatever works for you. Anything that works, yes. But great suggestion. All right. So yeah, put it everywhere. Yeah, make post-it notes. Yeah, everywhere. The whole thing is think and grow rich, right? You want to immerse your mind with the goal. Okay, so one thing, like, and I'll finish with this because this one is very, it's also very important that I want to note. When you look at the goal, there will be times when you look at this goal and this goal will make you feel bad. If you know what I mean. Because you need to know that every day when you wake up, you don't have your goal. So at times it can make you feel bad because you're like, oh man, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Like in the first maybe a week or so, you're excited. Imagine sometimes you don't hit your goal till who knows, a month later. Like for me, example, my goal of turning my annual income to monthly income, it took me 18 months. 18 months, right? So every day when I wake up, I was like, man, when am I gonna hit my goal? Maybe I should give up. Maybe, right? So just wanted to let you know that there's gonna be days when you see that, and then when that happens, just focus on, okay, act as if, right? Feel your wish fulfilled. Instead of focusing on the not having of it, focus on the having of it, because in your imagination, you are already there, right? It's just your reality needs to catch up to your imagination. If that makes sense. I think you guys understand. That's why I say that. Otherwise, normally I don't say that. It makes sense what I mean by that? Your
Yeah,
imagination.
absolutely. Because this is in the morning when I read it, I'm like, I make a point of looking outside and at the horizon and just putting my hand on my heart and just I feel the feeling. It's like, wow, that's going to be. I just feel so much gratitude for this being true right now.
Yes, yes, love it. Thank you, Rebecca. Right? Gratitude. That's what Rush was saying. Absolutely. Love it. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, so that's just one last note. So with that being said, hopefully I'll see you guys next week when we're gonna go into identity shifting. Yes, everybody should be able to make it. Then good. Then I'm gonna give you in the chat. Lastly. Yes. Okay. Lastly, before you go, I just want to show you because I know some of you are new in the school community. And I've oh, hold on, my computer. Oh, okay. Hold on. My computer froze a little bit. Okay. I know a lot of you are new in the school community, so at least I want to show you how to catch the replay. And yes, I will post the video. Okay. Okay. And just so you know, there will be more free resources training coming up in the upcoming days. Okay, but for now, let me just show you. So you will go to classroom. Okay, and then, okay, I'll tell you what, as you participate more in the group, you will level up and it will unlock more free courses for you. Okay, just so you know, like some of you, when you see your classroom, you might not see a lot of courses because you're not at that level yet because you're new, right? So it's okay. So when you come in here, you'll go into 4-week level up challenge. Okay. And then as you can see, you already see week 1 in here. So after this, probably tomorrow, because right now is my nighttime, but tomorrow I'll post a video replay for this. And then I'll include some of the things and then include the action steps for next week. Okay. So I would like everyone to, just for 1 week, right? 7 days till we see each other again. if you can commit to reading your goal card for 7 days, how about that? Right? It's for 7 days. Okay. And then just see how you feel. Okay. And give me one moment. Let me send the video for Bob. Let me put it in the chat so you have it. And yes, the assignment would be to watch this as well. He has a few video on decision. So let me just make sure. Okay. One habit. Okay, hold on. In the meantime, any questions so far, you guys? Okay. 5.3 million. There you go. Any questions so far? No, everybody's good. Yeah. Okay. There you go. You have it now. So I would say watch that at least once before next week and then see if you have any aha moments. Yeah, because powerful. Other than that, I'm done. I'm done. Appreciate you guys for attending. You know, it's nice to connect your face with the name because some of you are connected but have not seen the face. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Beautiful. Okay. You're welcome. And I'll see you in school. See if you guys can say hi in there. Okay. Otherwise, I'll see you next Saturday. Okay. Bye. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.